how stillness unlocks and awakens your infinite and eternal purpose. So right now, in this very moment, you have the power to step out of chaos and into stillness so fierce that it changes everything. So today, I'm showing you all how to unlock your highest purpose, because every single thing is working for your highest good, even when you can't see it, okay? That's the main thing I need y'all to take from this as well. Everything is working for your highest purpose, even when you cannot see it. You have to believe it to see it, okay? So stay with me as I guide you through stillness that will become your strength. So now today, I will be touching on 4 key points that are vital, that I really think is vital and crucial into tackling in daily habits, creating these habits to essentially gain the inner power and strength to ultimately gain what it is that is your purpose. Key point number 1 is going with the power in stillness, okay? So example, each waking moment, I pause with breathing in deeply and affirm to myself that I am grateful, I am very powerful, I am very intuitive, and that everything is working for my highest good and my highest purpose, okay? Now, the solution within that stillness, I regulate my nervous system, and from that, I calm my inner circle, my inner sensor, okay? I raise and I rise my clarity and focus, knowing that all things are unfolding for my highest good and my highest purpose, okay? Now, key point number 2 is going with staying open to shifts in life, okay? Now I'm gonna dive deeper, just a little bit deeper on this as well. Now, for example, personally, I've noticed that in some connections in life, period, it feels different from before. So they don't really spark any flame or any fire like it used to in previous times via current connection that I have in my life right now. And it might be the same for you guys. So with that being said, the solution to that is I stay open, knowing that as people shift, so do my circles. And I trust that every shift is guiding me toward growth, no matter what happens in connections, whether that's friends, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is. Any shift and connection, you have to know this. Any shift in any connection that you have in your present moment in life or in your present lifetime, you have to trust that everything is working for your highest good and everything is working towards you growing personally, okay? It is working towards you growing, towards your growth in general, no matter what happens in your connection, okay? That is vital and essential. You have to always have that in the back of your head. You always have to have that in your head subconsciously in order for adversity to simultaneously be on your side, okay? That's a fact. In order for you to overcome and conquer adversity, you have to always think and tell yourself, everything is working for my highest good, everything is working towards my growth, okay? Now, key point number 3, Treasy, number 3, okay, is the yes but dynamic. Yes, but I hear you, but man, fam, I get what you're saying, but look, bro, we not here for the subliminal excuses. We not here for none of that shit. We not here for none of that shit, okay? We are here to take full ownership and responsibility for our actions and how we feel internally, okay? Over in this corner, over on this channel, over on this page, we don't do none of that codependency shit. We are very independent with how we internally feel. We are very independent on how we internally feel. So when it comes to codependency on external people, places, and things, we don't do that. We don't do that. That's a way to knock us off our own internal power within ourselves. So we don't do none of that shit. So for example, when I offer a solution, sometimes I hear a loop of, yeah, but, yeah, fam, but this, yeah, fam, but that, or yeah, I'm just an individual who doesn't need that, or yeah, I hear what you're saying, but for me, and whatever, and like just pushing your ideology or pushing your help or advice to the side. You maybe got an individual in your life right now who just pushes your shit to the side, or is a yes but individual. You have to get away from a yes but individual, or you have to know your power as far as knowing the limit in which you give advice to an individual who is a yes but. You have to hone in your own sense of credibility and power, and you have to have limits on who it is that you give your energy to and that you give advice to, because in the end that will drain you. No cap. You going out your way to repeatedly and repetitively give advice to a person or share your inner thoughts and trying to convince a person of that of what you believe in is not going to work, and you're going to be running in a fucking loop, in a circle, trying to make that individual understand where the fuck it is that you coming from, or see a different perspective on how to navigate what it is that they're going through. Okay, now the solution is, I don't chase for approval. I just simply stay grounded, trust that clarity will come when it's ready, and I stay centered. Yes, I stay centered within my own energy, within my own belief system, within my own vibration. Okay, I'm not running myself in the loop trying to over explain or overcompensate for another individual's lack thereof on themselves. Not doing that. We're done doing that. Those days are over with. Stop trying to chase approval for another individual's understanding. Stop trying to make another individual understand where the fuck you coming from. Say that shit one good time, they don't agree, or they don't shift their perspective to understand where you're coming from and really truly understand that, and somewhat add that piece of advice or perspective into their everyday lifestyle, step by step, plan by plan. Cut it, dead it, let that shit go, because you are hindering your own growth and you're stagnating yourself by overreaching for another person's approval or understanding to your perspective. Stop doing that shit. Give the power to yourself. Hone and harness your own energy, and only teach, preach, or dish out any perspective that you have if that person is seeking it first for themselves. If they're going out their way to try to understand how you think, how you move, how you process life on a day-to-day basis, then by all means, go ahead and dish out what it is that they are seeking to understand for themselves first. By all means, be that preacher, be that teacher, and be that leader for them and the others in your community, as far as perspective and the empowerment of being better, the empowerment of knowing yourself, the empowerment of accomplishing what it is that you seek to accomplish. That's very powerful. Know that. Key point number 4, okay? Staying true in mental affirmations. I think this is like the most crucial one. Staying true in mental affirmations, internal affirmations, okay? So for example, every waking moment or every morning, I open my eyes, I immediately go back and close my eyes and affirm I am strong, I am everything that I want to be in this physical and mental plane and spiritual plane. Everything is working for my highest purpose at all times, okay? The solution to that is these mental affirmations are like a beacon. They guide me back to trust, knowing I'm always in the right place, even in stillness. So look, as we close off, remember this. Stillness is not passive. It is not a way for you to be docile. It is not a way for you to lessen your power for any and everybody. Like, that is not what we talk about. That is not who we are. We are all about empowerment, and we are all about harnessing our true potential and expressing our true potential with no fucking regrets. So as we close, remember this. Stillness is not passive. It is a command center, okay, of your highest purpose. Just know that every step forward is a step toward your truth, okay? Because this purpose is greater than your doubts, is greater than your fears, and is greater than anything else that is hindering you mentally and eternally from achieving external success, okay? It is greater than any negative condensation or perspective that you hold within yourself or onto yourself, okay? That is very vital. You have to know that. It's a silent force that shapes your path. Until we meet again, walk in that trust, walk in your power, and know that you are not alone. Like Michael Jackson said, you are not alone, okay? Just as you believe that, so it will be. Don't treat you signing out.